Welcome to our next episode in our Final Fantasy IV Let's Play, folks. Today we're going to be completing the next dungeon and also levelling up our party even more. So hopefully it should be a fun one. Please stick around and join me and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Right guys, so the next cave that we're going to be entering is literally just up here. Make sure you have tented up if need be, if you didn't at the end of the previous episode. And then you'll find the underground waterway area. And if we open up the map here, we can see that this initial starting area is not very exciting. All we need to do is head down south where we can jump down the waterfall. We get a bit of a cutscene and the option to do just that, so we're going to go ahead and select yes. That didn't look very safe in my opinion. But here we have entered the underground waterfall or lake B2. So this is the first serious area of the dungeon. And there's going to be a couple of new enemy encounters that we haven't yet seen before. And I'll tell you the best way to take those out when we actually come across them. So here we just have our standard toads. And as always, the blizzard spell is pretty effective against these fellas, so we'll continue to use that. And no surprise, we need to explore every little nook and cranny. So we're going to start by mapping out the south part of the area here. And then the path should just go around as we head on up. So these zombies do not like the good old fire magic, which Rydia sucks and doesn't have. So we'll use Tellar here to do the dirty work for us. However, something Rydia can do, if need be, is Asuna on Cecil to remove that poison. Although it looks like we'll be doing that out of combat. Again, this game is old school, so you're not healed up. After combat, you will have to head to the main menu. And do we have any antidotes? Yes, we have 7, so we'll save some of that MP for Rydia since we might not get to save again for a while. And bring up the map once more. I hope you guys are enjoying this playthrough, by the way. I know a few of you have said that you're also playing along with me, which is great to hear. If you are, I hope it's helpful for you. So these guys don't like fire, if I've got that correct. These are the mooses. They do have high defense physically, so don't expect to do a lot of damage with Cecil, or Cecil, or whatever his name is. But just hit them with that fire attack and they should go down pretty soon. Just make sure I didn't miss anything up here. So now we have Alligators, which is the second of the 2 new enemies I was talking about. And these guys are vulnerable to blizzard spells. We might also continue to encounter some of the other monsters that we've previously become familiar with as well. 438 experience. I won't say no to that. If you are feeling particularly weak, you can also, before you come here, just be grinding out in the previous dungeon. $63, $64, $65. We are getting there. So I'm hoping that Tellar will be able to one-shot these enemies. They are quite tough compared to some of the other guys that we've been facing. And Rydia was not strong enough to do so, so we may as well save her MP. And we're back to levelling. Lovely. Now there's going to be a junction here. If we take a detour, we can go south and grab a couple of really nice items. So let's make sure we explore everything first. And we get the Hades gloves, and we're going to grab a Hades helmet from the other side. Now these are going to be nice items for Cecil to equip. So once we've taken care of these undead fellas, we're going to grab that second item and equip them immediately. Make sure that we've explored. Yes. There's the Hades helm. So we'll go to equipment here. Why would such a monster make its den in a cave frequented by men? So the Dark Helm can be replaced with the Hades Helm, and that will boost our defences, as will equipping the Hades Gloves. And all these other items we've upgraded as well. So we do want to just finish off this map as we head forward, since we'll get 5 potions for doing so. Back attack, that's not pleasant. Going to hit these guys with the blizzard, no, with the fire spell, in fact. Just trying to remember their weaknesses as we go through. And then the alligators are the enemy that are weak to blizzard, as well as any of the toads that we come across as well. So we're just going to throw a few cure spells around. One more for good measure, I think. It's a very dungeon heavy game, isn't it, Final Fantasy IV? Which suits me just fine because, you know, I love all this grinding and killing enemies and levelling up a party. And is Tellar going to level here? No, he's not. I thought he would have done, since the other two have. And we've completed the next map, and there's our lovely reward. So once again, we're on the next floor, and we're going to be mapping it out. Make sure we got all the way up there. Oh no, we didn't. Oh no, that's the next area that we're adding to the thingamajig. And these guys are weak to fire, aren't they? Which Rydia really needs to be able to get. So we're going to head across this eastern bridge here that we just saw, because there's going to be another nice 2 items that we can pick up. And these will complement the armour that we just collected in the previous dungeon. This is the Hermes sandals. And also, if the monsters weren't so rude as to interrupt us, we'd have been able to... Oh, no, not Fire Blizzard. Would have been able to grab the Hermes armour piece as well. I missed what piece of armour we just collected then, actually. We'll go ahead and see what we can do with this. Hades armour. And what was the other thing that we picked up? It was a Hades sandals, wasn't it? Can anybody make use of that? It doesn't look like it right now. So we'll continue on. Now we do have a boss fight coming up, but I'll warn you beforehand. So we're going to make our way around, and eventually we're going to be able to go into the water. And as you can see, there's some tentacles sticking out of that water. Don't go racing into those just yet when we head down into the lake area, because there's still at least 3 items for us to grab. So we're just going to make our way around the side here, and these guys are weak to fire. We're going to grab the 3 items that I just mentioned, then we're going to heal up before running into those tentacles. We completed the map as well, always a bonus. Okay, and that's where we get our 3 items, the Zeus's Wraths times 3. Right, so at this point then, we are just going to heal up before venturing further and closer to those mean looking things that are coming out of the water there. And I'm just going to check our MP levels before we head on in. Hopefully we'll be okay. I guess we can give Tellar a bit of ether action. If we've got any left, I think we should have, shouldn't we? We've got 5. And when you're ready, enter into another random enemy encounter. That wasn't the plan. You never know, he might level up after this fight though. Nope. So it looks like this fella's blocking the way. It's an octo mammoth. Oh, what a happy looking chirpy fellow this guy is. I almost feel guilty taking him out, but it must be done. So we're going to hit him basically with as many thunder spells as we can. And then Ridget is also going to be on healing duty. And this guy has 3,350 health. Make sure you first of all use darkness with Cecil. You can see the amount of damage we're doing now to him. It'll wear off, I wouldn't worry about that. Just keep an eye on your caster's MP levels as well. So you should get about 2 or 3 attacks with Cecil while he's under darkness. And as a matter of fact, this guy isn't doing a whole lot of damage to us, which is nice, so we can just really crack on with those attacks. Now the strategy that we need to understand as well is that the weaker this guy gets, when you get that message on the screen, the stronger his attacks become. So it might be worth just throwing a cure spell with Rydia here, even before it looks like you need to. If you notice that your party's getting particularly low, then you can even use Tellar to throw the odd cure spell as well. Or not. Hopefully he won't get attacked on this turn so that he can actually heal up. Yeah, that should do nicely. Since his cure spell is particularly powerful. Look, we didn't even need to re-cure on Rydia. But that's it, we're done. And everybody survived at full health by the end. $3,350 experience, that's what I'm talking about. I wonder if Tellar's stats are going to go down once more. Nope, not today. He's actually learned how to level up properly now. Yep, at this point we can literally just head into the waterfall and that will put us back out into the world map where we can go ahead and save. You can use a tent, but I wouldn't recommend it in fact, because you're going to get a free means of recovery shortly. But I'm going to finish things off here for today, guys, so thanks ever so much for joining me once more. And come back soon as we pick up with more Final Fantasy IV. Take care guys, and I'll see you soon.